Chat, for everybody who's wondering, I'm going to be shitting on Lil Baby, his legacy, his mama, his daughter. I don't give a fuck anybody with him for life. So prepare, buckle up. Every time y'all tune in, I have a 5 or 10 minutes about it. Lil Baby, who acts like he's like some real nigga. Because his name wasn't muddied in this stuff, and because he looked like a hypocrite because he stood out against Gunna, people asking, well, what about your boss, P? Well, you say, I don't fuck with him. Then they said, what about your best friend, Thug? And he got quiet. He got quiet. So what ended up happening is that after he got quiet, now he's kind of popping back out. And he's rocking with Thug again. Because in reality, people like him, he has no morals. Y'all seen Lil Baby say that, yo, wait, is my mic messed up? Y'all seen Lil Baby say that Ak is the feds. All his friends cooperated. He don't want to talk about it. He want to still hang with them. He want to make music with them. According to people like Lil Baby, cooperation and ratting and all that other stuff exists in everywhere but Atlanta. He's not living his true self. And I've had several people call me about me giving credit, several Atlanta rappers, about me giving credit to Gunna because it appears like I'm shitting on everybody else. But I got to call a spade a spade. The reality is y'all not living y'all truth. We don't see Gunna getting back up on this internet saying he's the roughest, toughest, and whatever. And we don't see him still fighting the same fight of, oh, I didn't tell and whatever. At this point, he's made peace with it to say he has an opinion about what happened. It might not align with what you think that happened. But it's no longer for him to fight. When you look at Young Thug, you can't tell if he reformed. I heard he's doing an R&B or a gospel album. But he's talking killing niggas one day, sending hits the next day, then the next day he's on some other shit. You hear Lil Baby, he says he's like a street nigga. Lil Baby say, I'm the feds, but he not down to talk about him rolling with the feds. Until we get to that point, Lil Baby, we can't listen to you and really listen with the ears. Now, some people might say, why do you care? Because gangster rap got killed by hypocrites. This is why the last gangster rappers we respect, they're either locked up or dead, because at least they weren't hypocrites. We're not saying crash out, but we can't respect a hypocrite. Lil Baby's talking crazy, but is hanging out with cooperants. He's hanging out with rats. Lil Baby is a rat by association. Because all the niggas he's hanging out with, we're looking at what they got going on. It look like, yo, just throw some cheese in it, and this might be like, it might look like the Knicks parade. Yo, you throw some cheese. Yo, find where Lil Baby's hanging out in Atlanta, throw some cheese in there, and it might look like the New York City parade, man. It is crazy. Lil Baby is calling me the feds, but he don't want to talk about his friends being the feds. We don't want to talk about that? We don't want to talk about that, chat? Give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold up.
Apparently recording music videos in the op block, okay? The police are working this shit out. Him and his team are being so reckless, right? They're filming music videos in areas they shouldn't be at. It's leading to retaliation shootings where the deaths of two 13-year-old boys are being reported. They're saying Lil Baby's music video contributed to this, right? The police described it as a cowardly act. They alleged that Lil Baby filmed at a location he knew he shouldn't have been. So Lil Baby over here talking about Akademiks, the cops, he the police. Bro, the police are just trying to clean up this mess that you're making where you got 13-year-old boys getting murdered after you pulling up to the wrong place. I can't lie, Akademiks ain't the police, but if it's a choice between Lil Baby's nonsense and the police, I'm going with the police. Among the victims were 13-year-olds Lamont Freeman and Jacody Davis, shot and killed on July 2nd, 2024.
Here's the reality of it, chat. They said act the police. Well, here's the funny part. Well, I don't make my money off fake images like that. So I don't care if what you say about me is true or not. But if you gonna lie on me, let's just talk about you and all your friends. If I'm the cops and I'm the feds, well, I just want to let you know that you know who I be riding in the squad car with? Dominique, Lil Baby. You know who's our lieutenant? Young Thug. You know who's our sergeant? Gucci Man. That's what it is. The thing with these Atlanta rappers, this is why Atlanta's down bad. Atlanta's down bad because y'all don't want to admit the truth. Y'all are down bad because y'all had Big Bank y'all sent out trying to answer the question of what is street shit. Y'all have gone every way trying to explain this, but not take accountability. Atlanta rappers, if you harbor, if you salute Young Thug, if you salute Gunna, Lil Baby, we don't want to hear you talk about who's telling when the people you should be addressing first is within. Let me tell you the difference between New York and Atlanta, and this is not a citywide issue. Niggas literally said there's not one New York rapper that co-signed 6ix9ine. Not one. Not one. They kicked him out the bus. Literally. You know that Young Thug can't go to Atlanta, so that's why he moved to Florida. He's in Miami. You know who moved to Florida too? Lil Baby. Lil Baby moved out of there because he got to go. He moved to Florida that he could go hang with his best friend. But then he's calling other niggas rats. How we listen to Lil Baby talking about that type of stuff? Now I get it, because some people might act, you're not gangster. I get it. But I'm telling you why gangster rap is dead in Atlanta. Until y'all call a spade, it will never be back. Lil Baby, I need you to make a song telling us how your man, here's a great idea for a song. Tell us how your man flirted with the cops, gave the number, and told the cops if the cop will fuck with him, he'll snitch on everybody else. But you won't do that. You won't do that.
Lil Baby's music video shoot in May 2024, leaving 3 men injured. Authorities say the incident fueled ongoing tensions between two rival gangs, Four Pockets Full and OMF Only My Family. But Akademiks, the police. Let me just check. I just typed in the search bar. Let me just show you so you can actually see that at the top there. I've just typed. I don't see Akademiks' name doesn't appear anywhere in this. Because you say act the police, but the police are saying, and you talking about don't be misinformed by fake news. I'm overly good. You didn't. This post, I ain't seen anyone.
Yeah. Hold on. Listen, until I want to remind you, this Lil Baby best friend. And by the way, I got no problem with Thug. Everybody know I do like him as a musician. But I refuse to sit here and let Atlanta rappers. Yo, here's the thing with Atlanta rappers. Yo, that ass, and this is me to like on some real shit. This is me on some real shit. Y'all can clip this. Lil Baby, you dumb pussy, my nigga. First of all, I called you to boxing match. You didn't want no parts. So let's get that out the way, right? We were gonna set it up before you had your man try me. You didn't want to show up. We got an address. You didn't want no parts. So let's keep that in mind, right? All right, bet. So we know you pussy. Here's the thing. So you wanted none of that. Why did I forget my point? Did I forget my point? I did forget my point. Hold on. My bad. I did forget my point. Wait, no. I got it. My bad. No. In reality, here's the thing. So before anybody knew anything going on, me and Lil Baby was in DMs. We set up a location. He said he wanted to squabble. I gave him a location. He told me he was trolling. Literally. It was in New York. He gave me a random address. I said, I bet. I'm finna show up, whatever. Come to find out he was never in New York City. He fake squash beef with me. Literally had his people still do marketing and shit with me and shit like that. Just that I could get off his ass that he could drop a project, right? And then he tried to low-key backdoor me with that nigga doing whatever, right? What was my point? I forgot my point. What is my point? Nah, never mind, Chad. I forgot my point. Wait, what's my point? I forgot. I did. No, I was making a point. I had like an actual point. What was my point? No, I forgot. Bro, I don't know, bro. Like I feel like everything I've said about babies is I've just said before, bro. Like I don't really give a fuck. I've just said it before. Who cares? Was it the Thug thing? I don't have no problem with Thug. Thug. So let me explain the Thug part. Thug to me is what broke Atlanta completely, because all of these niggas in Atlanta are hypocrites. They don't want to call Thug a snitch. And they've called everybody else a snitch for the same thing. They all act like they're doing some other shit. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I use Thug. I really like Thug's music. I feel bad using Thug, but I ain't gonna lie. Y'all only do this for Atlanta. Nobody gets to excuse behavior because a nigga is loved. Obviously, 6ix9ine wasn't loved. Obviously, Boston Richie wasn't loved. Obviously, whoever y'all call was a snitch wasn't loved. But when it came to Thug, everybody changed the rules. Okay, cool. Y'all could change the rules. By the way, I'm still going to listen to Thug. The problem here is, and again, I'm not no street aficionado, but what I am is someone who, at least when it comes to media, people know what to listen to when it comes to music. And people know what to believe. They don't believe y'all niggas no more because y'all are liars. Atlanta is the biggest example of liars because they found one example of them not being able to call it a spade a spade. I've heard all these niggas talk about it. Oh, yeah, nah, Thug did bad. What does that mean, though? No, Thug said too much. What does that mean, though? You will say everything about your man that you could still make songs with him, fuck bitches with him, hang with them in the club, do whatever you got to do. That's why I'm telling you Atlanta gangster rap is a clown show right now. That's why we have literally, let me pull this up. That's why we have Young Thug literally saying, I'm dropping an R&B album. Yes, nigga, you have no fucking choice. Because niggas don't want to hear you talk about certain shit when you niggas gaslit the entire industry for years, and niggas actually used to think that Atlanta was the place where all the real niggas was at. Then people realize that it's not true. We love T.I. Like, again, I'm not a gangster dude, but like, we just got to call a spade a spade. If 50 Cent did what T.I. did and did all that, it's not happening. 50 cannot talk like that in New York, right? So we got T.I., we have Jeezy, we have Young Thug. All of y'all got like actual, these niggas got 3-hour interrogation videos where they're literally spelling it out. This is how Atlanta is coming. And here's the problem, right? The reason why Atlanta look bad as overall, and I'm not going against the whole Atlanta. My thing is that I look at Baby and to me, he just like them. He won't call it out. Nobody calls it out. If nobody calls it out and everybody could look past it, I just like them. That's just what it is. And again, I'll still listen to the music because ratting or not, I'm a music guy. But I can't have Lil Baby pop out and start saying some shit like, I'm the feds. Like, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense to me. I had a Lil Baby point earlier. I gotta remember it. Anyway.
Can anyone else find Akademiks mentioned in here? I'm not finding it. I'm really confused.
Oh, this was my point with Lil Baby. This was my point with Lil Baby. Yeah, all right. Let me make my point. My bad. I just remembered it. You know why I don't respect, especially Lil Baby, right? So before y'all knew we had any issues, he hit me. And he started talking crazy. He started hitting me with a little boy. So I told him, we could meet up. We could do whatever. Lil Baby, 120 soaking wet nigga. That nigga is damn near retarded. You feel what I'm saying? The nigga got 2 brain cells, nigga. Like, I might choke both of them out. He don't want that. I challenged him. Nigga, I showed y'all the message. I think he unsent it because I used to put it up on the street all the time. I sent him a location. No. He sent me a location saying he was in New York. He said, we could meet up. I said, bet. What time? Never showed up. He said I was joking. Or no, he's like, you be playing. I'm like, okay. All right, whatever. We start talking shit. It gets public a bit. Then we kind of like squash whatever. Let me get to the point before I forget again. My point is this. Lil Baby, the hypocrite who's rolling with Thug, who won't address the shit, he's not addressing real gangsters who's doing that, who's actually calling them out. Yo, Baby, I'm not no street nigga. I'm gonna listen to Thug regardless. Even if I think Thug told or not, I'm gonna listen to him regardless, because like I'm not a street guy. There's actual gangsters who's calling you a rat lover and calling Thug a rat. Y'all not addressing them. So when I see y'all niggas like y'all trying to come back on this like Atlanta wave and y'all gonna address Akademiks before all the other gangster niggas who's calling y'all rats, there's actual gangsters calling y'all rats. Y'all no mention of them, but you gonna address me? When you're hanging with the guys who I could pull up all the niggas you're hanging out with, they're giving statement to the police. They're in court testifying. They're on audio calls and video calls talking to the federal authorities, my nigga. And you're going to ignore all the gangsters calling you out and you going to mention me? Well, I already established you pussy because you ain't want a box. It really just tells me at that point, well, you clearly just clout chasing. You sold 34,000 your last project. There's been mad niggas calling you out. Lil Baby, niggas think you a rat because you hang with rats. No, let me just put it out. Niggas think you're a rat because you hang with rats. The internet saw what it saw. They think you're a rat because you hang with rats. So if street, and by the way, there's street niggas who said it. That's rappers. I ain't trying to start no beat, but like you street niggas is saying that, my nigga. So if your thing is like, wait, who said I'm a rat? Yo, act you the feds. Wait, I'm the only nigga you heard? Oh. So the reality is this, man. My takeaway is this. Lil Baby and Young Thug, and I hate to group them together, but they're like butt buddies at this point. I don't believe that they could get no type of motion with them constantly lying to themselves and others. You see, the thing with Gunna, it's not about ratting. I want to make that very clear. It's not that I care about ratting. And by the way, if Baby had dissed me with anything but saying I'm the feds, I wouldn't even mention that. But he's acting like he could talk about ratting. Yo, brother, you could talk about Sephora makeup, Get Ready With Me music. You could talk about whatever you want. If I hear you talk about any gangster shit or any type of I hate rats, I'm going to tell you that you had your hand on Young Thug's thigh, nigga, in the fucking drop top, nigga, and he's seen online as one of the niggas who ratted. If you ain't answering that, we don't want to hear from you. I'm sorry. We do not want to hear from you. Like, what the fuck? Yo, this, hold up. This nigga sound the feds, he riding with the feds. How does this work, nigga? Look, y'all got a wire on, nigga. Yo, check these niggas for a wire or something. Like, what? How is these niggas talking about who's the feds? You know who the feds? Find a video or find an audio of me doing this. I tell Lil Baby I got $5 million for him. If he could find a video, he could find audio of me talking to investigators like this. If he could find me talking to investigators like this.
Yes, sir.
Promises. Make promises. Just we'll keep promises. Whatever you anytime you ever make you want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. But you tell the world.
What you want?
Yes, you can.
Hey.
Take my number. Straight up. This who you riding with, nigga. Your hand on his thigh, nigga, like all this.
Ain't slipping days. Don't get tired about this money. I'm still fresh from a couple days ago. Ain't been home to change.
Yo, I'm just putting it out there, nigga. I'm gonna talk about it every day. If Lil Baby don't call Young Thug a snitch, he should never talk about snitching. Because the nigga who broke every rule that he claims he represents is in the passenger seat next to him. The nigga who broke every rule he claimed he represents is in the passenger seat. It's like a nigga saying, yo, fuck all rapists. Their best friend is a rapist. Again, I don't care about like the thug telling shit. I'm just not gonna have Baby and any Atlanta rappers take snitching out your vocabulary if you didn't call out all the snitches. If you picked and choose, we saw all y'all pick and choose. It was very uncomfortable. We're like, oh, okay. It's a reality.
Around with your number, I can book by his cover, bro, super rich, but he dress junkie. Ain't slipping days. Don't get tired about this money. I'm still fresh from.
Yo, put a Mickey Mouse ears on both of these niggas, man. When I see these niggas right now, when I see both of them, this is what I saw right here. Atlanta's finest. This is Atlanta. When Baby talked about me, this is the visual representation of what I see. One nigga eating the cheese. The other nigga, he looked like he ready to tell me about a robbery. And another nigga who just loved the rats. He's a rat lover right here. What are y'all talking about? This is Atlanta greatest. The Mount Rushmore of cooperants. Look. Zone 6, Zone 5, Simpson Road, whatever. They're right here. 4 PF, this is like 4 rats. I'm sorry. Chat, we gotta call a spade a spade. Check Lil Baby for a wire and check him for a badge. Let's keep it a bean. I actually even like Gucci. I just gotta keep it a bean. Yo, nobody wanna talk about Gucci like doing what he did. Like the whole Atlanta, like, we just not gonna bump the truth no more. What? Here's the problem with this picture. The only nigga that accepted what he did is my man Wanna Telly right here. You heard what that nigga said? You heard what that nigga said? You heard what that nigga said?
Give me some McDonald's.
You get that boy some McDonald's, man, you hear it all. That's my nigga.
When you come back, I might remember something.
That's what I'm trying to tell Lil Baby. Yo, Lil Baby, all your niggas be snitching just like you. We could all be in a group. It would be me and Gunna. We'd be like, we gonna switch it up. Yo, just give me some DoorDash. And when you come back, when the DoorDash order come in, you get what you want to hear. We got Thug with the handcuffs. You know, we have Gucci with the fucking Billy Club. And then we have the retarded officer. You know that one retarded officer? Like, how does this nigga even be a... Yo, they got him working at the high school. Like, how is this nigga even a cop? That's Lil Baby. We all in the force. We're all in the force. Me, Lil Baby, Young Thug, Gunna, and Gucci. Atlanta's finest. Huh? Oh, y'all don't want to talk about it no more, huh? How is Lil Baby talking about the feds when all of his homies are snitches? Hold on. Chat, for everybody who's wondering, I'm going to be shitting on Lil Baby, his legacy, his mama, his daughter. I don't give a fuck anybody with him for life. So prepare, buckle up. Every time y'all tune in, I have a 5 or 10 minutes about it. Okay, let me see what I want to get to. Oh, no.